Queen Tulsa, baby. Your favorite shade, your hottest tea, and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight, turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I go. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips, hotter than gold. Discussing cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mood. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. Petty when I want, but my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here.
Welcome to the Queen Tulsa Show. It is your host, Queen Tulsa, and we're always here. We're always going to be live in the field. And baby, I just want to thank all of you for coming by. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Listen here. We are here because the beef sector, they are definitely out here scamming. Child, it is October. I don't know what they scrambling and scraping for. Maybe it's for Halloween costumes. Maybe it's for Thanksgiving dinner, or maybe it's for Christmas, because they all fall in line right after one another. NESS is jealous of Treecey's $250 come up. What's she so mad about the $250 come up when she just scored a suite for 3 days? Okay, so why do you have to pocket watch, Ness? But let me do the pocket watching because I'm not into this. I'm not going on no trips and all that, right? But Lemon, Sassy, and Lolo, they still have their agreement to go to Vegas together. But this is what I want to know. Why is it that Sassy, you're this, high value woman? You're so high value. Girl, talent got what he can get, and honey, he tossed you right on over to the beef sector. He said, "You know what? You're not on my level." You know what I'm saying? She's always trying to make it seem like she's just more than what she is, but your career, quote unquote career, why do you have to come down to poverty and collect $250? This isn't Monopoly. This isn't Monopoly, Sassy. What's the tea, homegirl? And then let's get into Ness. Ness, you're so full of it because you're out here, you're being so demonic. You want everybody to be talking about your trip. Really, in all actuality, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about your trip. I don't care who comes because just from past trips, you don't like to change your panties. When you were in Vegas, like you were doing the most, like you were a Beyonce, and you were really the girls that got kicked out the group, moving right along. Okay, trying to be somebody. Like, girl, sit down, settle down. The only reason why people are tuned in is because they want to see the mess. They want to see how you're going to conjure up these situations. You got Stefan over there. He's over there jumping in, jumping out. Um, I mean, when he comes out here, you need to tell Stefan to just go sit in the corner or put him in the back room. Put him in the back room away from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just let him sit in the room by himself, and have the key in your bosom. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to lose it. But I would lock him up in the room. Or, as a matter of fact, he wouldn't even come. Stefan is disturbed, y'all. Y'all want to say Dragons has issues? I really think it's Stefan. Uh-huh. That dude is delusional. Just like lemon side tooth. Clock that T. Just like lemon side tooth. That's how Stefan is. He just falls out with everybody. That's why Lemon doesn't have any side tooth because they falling out. Stefan comes in, he falls out. He wants to be comedic. He starts an argument. People like, dude, get out of here. Leave us alone. We don't need you. They already got spit mouth Shakim because every time Shakim talk, he seemed like he got spit in his mouth. He kind of reminds me of Kanye West when they said that his mouth was wired shut. That's how it's like Shakim, sha sha, sha sha, sha sha, sha 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 baby, sha sha mama baby, sha sha baby. And look at my dogs running up on me. We talking about Shasha. Honey, we talking about Shasha. Honey, my dogs is running up on me, honey. Back up off me. Back up off me. Now you see how childish that sound? You got this childish ass grown man, 30 some plus years old, want to be called Shasha. And get mad because somebody called him a yag. Girl, you over here lusting after men. Didn't you just say that you was interested in King Roman? Those no straight man is going to sit up here and play with his sexuality in a space where it's LGBT. Because what that says is, hey, my booty hole open and I'm ready to receive. My mouth is open, I'm ready to receive. My hands are joyful and they are ready to play. My joystick is excited. Let me get a piece. Spread those cheeks. Open them cheeks up. And the real man on this trip is Craig, aka Ness. That's the real man on the trip. That's who really got the testosterone. That's why she ain't been coming on camera because Ness is transitioning to a man. Ness is transitioning to a man, honey. He said, I'm about to give y'all Craig, honey. Listen here. Craig said Jay Wilson ain't got shit on me. Honey, Craig is in transition. The next time y'all see Craig, he's gonna be honey beard. Okay. Hey, Black Pearl, how you doing? Yeah. Ness is transitioning to be a man, and that's what it is. Ness wants to have the big old D in the room. Uh, listen here. First and foremost, VS Icon did it first. That's Big D energy. Thank you. Hello. That's the real Big D energy. Hello. Girl, she thought she was chewing it. I said, girl, honey. Silly girl, honey. I'm not about to argue with somebody that don't like to change their panties. That's just what I'm not gonna do. What I'm not going to do is sit up here and go back and forth with somebody that gets manic and start acting like Wiley. No, ma'am. When you have a moment and you can't get your way, then you start acting like Wiley. Yes, ma'am. Of course you do. You lose it. Girl, you acting like Diddy. Diddy, listen here, let's get into this. Miss Thing out here trying to promote everybody to do shrooms when they go to Seattle. My thing is you don't need to be promoting anybody to do anything. You should be promoting you going to go visit with your son. And you know what? I don't agree with Treecey on a lot of things, but Treecey just asked the question that back chat had typed in the back chat. And that was true. So Ness, you would rather put together an event for YouTube rather than taking money and having your subscribers sending you money and you could go and see your child? What was wrong with that? What was wrong with that? She said, hey, I don't want to be a parent. I don't care about that little nigga. Fuck niggas, get money. That was her response. That was Nessa's response. And so how do you expect for people to respond to that? Are we not adults? Hey grandma love, how you doing, boo? How are we supposed to respond to a woman that sits out here, talks about everybody else parenting, and listen here, Lemon, I got something for your fruitcake ass as well. You gonna sit here and talk about, oh, I don't talk about people's kids. The first thing y'all do is point out the fact that my kids are white. Y'all sit here and talk about people's kids all the time. But one thing I can say is when y'all talk about my kids, girl, I mean, it just lets me know that y'all are just lacking. When I talk about my kids, I'm informing y'all that my kids are thriving. And I don't think that y'all can really accept that. And I get it because y'all didn't really have anybody attentive in your life. But guess what? Everybody has the opportunity to change their life and to change their perspective. If you want to live a peaceful life, if you want to live an honest life, you can definitely do it. You're holding you back because you scared of who you see in the mirror. Baby, I'll come on camera. I have a good time. I'm out here. I am living my best life because my husband and I trust and believe. I love that man, and that man loves me. My children, my family, they love me. But I had to love me first. And I think a lot of people need to do the self work, do the self care, and really be honest with yourself. Ask yourself and answer those questions, those hard questions. Are you willing to deal with it? Are you willing to address the man in the mirror? If you got to come out here and steal money, you got to ask yourself, what made me steal this money? Tracy, I would have accepted it if you had sent that money to Misunderstood to pay off your debt. I said, Tracy, if you had sent that money to Misunderstood and said, you know what, I want to pay you back, I would have been okay with that. Okay. Lemon, you got finessed. But how does it feel? If this is true, because you know they like to run plays, but if this is true, how does it feel to be taken advantage of? And when did taking advantage of somebody ever been cool and something that we were going to make content out of? You went on that trip and you violated that man. And you should be exactly where P. Diddy is right now, doing some time. You did. You knew what you was doing. You put on your shades. You got to caress him, rub on him, and just the way that y'all did people. I wouldn't dare go on a trip with y'all. Y'all are nasty people. Lolo. Let's talk about how Lemon dogged out Lolo. Oh, she walks like this and this, that, and that. You invited her. She brought you cigarettes. She transported goods across state lines for you. Y'all just don't realize when y'all do things like that, y'all throw out a boomerang and it may not come right back, but it'll come back. It's gonna be least when you expect it and hit your ass right upside the head. That's all my commentary. I'll see y'all soon. So long.
Queen Tulsa, baby. Your favorite shade, your hottest tea, and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight, turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I do. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips, hotter than gold. Discussing cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mood. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. Petty when I whine, but my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here.